Hi guys, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Skin Time TV with Ashley Sutton. I'm really excited about today's topic. I'm always excited about every day's topic, but this one is going to be pretty cool. So I've decided to do a rose milk bath. This is going to just really help the oil production and balancing out of oils in my skin and simulate a toner type of bath. So think about toner that you use on your face, but for my body. So really excited about that and how that's going to feel, how my skin is going to be after. I'm really hoping for good results. My skin isn't dry right now, but just before getting into summer, there's a lot of irritation going on with the pollen. Lately, it's been raining a few times here in Atlanta. So it's been able to clear out some of that pollen for me, but it's still a problem. So yeah, I just wanted to do something that makes me feel good. I'm doing a good job of clearing my allergies and not letting it affect me too bad internally because that is going to reflect on the outside. But at the same time, I still want to be treating my skin, making sure I'm washing it really well and just getting it nice and toned for the warmer seasons. It's going to be exposed to a lot of sun. We definitely need to just get that oil production going so that it naturally is producing the right amount of oils that it needs to be able to protect the skin. That's what we want, longevity in our skin. So I'm going to be using 4 different ingredients. There's a few recipes that I actually looked at to come up with the one that I have now. And one of them included essential oils. So you can choose to add that to all of the ingredients that I'm going to give you now. But I didn't choose to do that. With the pollen season going, I don't really need scent as much as I need just substance right now. I need a good, solid milk bath to just get that balance going in my skin. So the first ingredient is going to be my Epsom salt. So here's my Epsom salt. This one actually has lavender. So boom, there's already an essential oil built in. I like Epsom salt. You can choose to use Himalayan salt or Epsom salt, but I am a little partial because that's what I use mostly in my baths, which is magnesium and sulfate. So it's not salt at all. It gives you 2 completely different types of cleansings, but I do really like Epsom salt, so that's what I've chosen to use. Another area I went a little rogue. The recipe calls for oatmeal, but I'm actually just using an oat milk because I don't want to have like a backup with the drainage because of the oats. You can avoid that by actually making it a tea, and you can put your oats in a muslin bag. And it's kind of like a little tea bag made of cloth. The same goes for your rose petals, so I jumped ahead. You can also choose to add all of your ingredients into this muslin bag so that your recipe is kind of like a tea and it can steep instead of having to wash out anything or get anything in the drain. But because I'm not doing all of that, I'm not going to make it a tea this go round. I took the safer route and used like an oat milk that is similar. It gets strained a little differently, so apparently it loses a little bit of minerals, but it essentially is the same thing. So I'm also going to use milk powder. I got a non-fat milk powder, and a lot of the recipes I looked at recommend a whole milk powder just because it has a lot more nutrients in there, but I am going to just be using the non-fat this time. You can also choose to use coconut milk if you wanted to take a more vegan-friendly route. So I thought that was pretty neat, but there's a lot of different ways you can mix and match this bath to make it very specific to your skin type and what you feel your skin may need. The last ingredient is my favorite, the rose petals. So as you see here, I took the simple route and I ordered them so they came in like a package like this, but you can choose to try out your own rose petals. But I just needed the quicker method or preferred the quicker method. So I ordered these. They weren't too expensive. I got them on Amazon and they're already ready to go. But this is another ingredient that you could choose to add to your muslin bag. There are many ways to be able to do this, and I'm really excited to use my 4 ingredients. I know it sounded like a lot because I broke it down and explained a few things, but it's a pretty simple recipe, right? Yeah. All right, so you're gonna need your measuring cup, a little bowl to mix it all in, and like a spoon or a spatula or any sort of tool to be able to stir it up pretty well. So you're gonna use half a cup of everything. It's pretty simple. All right, so I have half a cup of my Epsom salt. Just going to pour it into my bowl. I feel like it's gonna feel like a nice little lotion, a natural handmade lotion. But half a cup of this, and you see how finely textured it looks, like sand almost, really smooth sand. And boom. We're gonna do the rose petals next, and then rinse it all out with the oat milk. Literally half of the bag. So this is like 1 cup of roses. Smells so good. Fun fact, roses are not actually just decoration. They're an amazing source of vitamin C, and they also are a natural toner. So like a rose water, if you ever have used a rose water toner, which I absolutely love if you've seen some of my earlier videos. I'm actually using a turmeric toner right now, but on the normal day to day, definitely are using a rose water toner, and red roses at that. They have a lot more nutrients jam packed in them. So definitely want to go for the red. And it also helps balance out the oil in your skin. So it does a great job of so many different things besides just being really pretty. We're just going to drop that in. There's like even a little leaf in here. I don't know if you see that over here. It's pretty neat. So here's what it's looking like right now with everything just sitting on top of each other. But I'll add the last ingredient. So you already knew I was going to smell it, but I can't. Doesn't really have a scent. It says unsweetened, so I think that was a good choice. And I could want to go 3/4 of a cup since I feel like I lose a little of the nutrients with the liquid versus the actual oatmeal. So I just put a little extra in there. And now I'm just gonna mix it all up. As you would know, if you were using oatmeal, it would look completely different than what it's looking like for me right now. But I decided to use the liquid oats. So that is definitely going to cause yours to look a lot different than mine if you make it with the actual recommended ingredient. I almost want to eat this. It smells so good. It just smells really yummy. All right. So it's looking really great. We'll see what it looks like when it's in the bath of it, but I'm excited. So I've run my water and I decided to add like my usual bath essentials. So I like bubbles. I also have added some almond oil. I'm going to pour it in and then we are going to see what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. There are bubbles in here, but as you can see, it looks really great and nice and creamy. I really can't wait. I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to hop in, take a little break, grab a little wine, put on my little lo-fi beats, and have a great little bath. I'm going to let it soak and I'll scrub and go through my usual bath time routine, and we'll see how it really did in the end. All right, so my bath is over. It was probably about 25 to 30 minutes soak. I didn't think it was actually going to make it as soft as it did. I didn't doubt it, but like if you can see, like there's some shea butter, but my skin looks nice and healthy. It's night and day to what my arms looked like earlier. And it feels good. Like it's this glow. It's the tone for me. I'm telling you. Like, okay, but I loved it and I'm definitely going to be doing it again. The roses got really, really soft, and the ones that went down the drain were able to go down the drain, but I'm still gonna have to actually scoop the rest of them out. So I think when I try it next time, I might try to use the muslin bag so that I'm able to just kind of have an easier cleanup at the end. But I do like using the oat milk, made it really, really rich and helped with the creaminess, and I really like that. So I'll have to compare the two using the milk versus actually using dried oatmeal. Nonetheless, I do think that the milk did what I needed it to do. Overall, I'm
so extremely amazed at how awesome the bath smelled, how awesome I smell after soaking in it for a while, and how soft and very, very relaxed and soothed my skin feels. So I'm ready for a great night's sleep, and I cannot wait to do this again. Really had a great time with this DIY bath, and it was an amazing soak. It smelled great, it feels great, body is glowing, skin is flourishing, and I'm satisfied. So I would definitely do it again and can't wait to do it again. Trying things a little bit differently. So I already know you liked this video, so go ahead and hit that like button and let the world know. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode. I'm really excited about what we'll do next time. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you're sharing this with your friends and your family and anyone that you care about. I am off to bed, guys. Thanks so much again. Bye, guys.